Are you in a constant state of fear and worry? Worrying about what could go wrong? Something good happens, you're like, yeah, but what if this happens? Yeah, but what if this happens? Instead of enjoying the moment, instead of embracing the dream, instead of embracing that happiness, are you constantly picking at it going, but what about this? But what if this happens? But what if this happens? This is because of our fear of the past. And because it's all we've ever known, really. But if we keep concentrating on our worries, we're going to create more to be worried about. We need to start learning how to concentrate on the good in life rather than concentrating on what we're afraid of. My name is Angela Cleary. I'm a feminine empowerment coach and I specialise in healing after narcissistic abuse. This is the thing, right? Because of our past and because of all the trauma we've been through, we're afraid. We're afraid of success. We're afraid of happiness. We're afraid of joy. So when anything ever good comes in, we nitpick at it. We're like, yeah, but this happened in the past. But what if this happens? Do you know? This is going to happen. What if this happens? What if this goes wrong? We have to stop being afraid of what could go wrong and start getting excited about what could go right. This is the thing, like, we're pessimists. We grow up as pessimists. We're brainwashed into fear. And we concentrate on what could go wrong. We concentrate on the past repeating itself. And this is the thing, like, and I've noticed this for myself lately. I understood that I was blocking my own path. My heart walls, Jesus, they fucking keep getting bigger. But they come down and then they get bigger and bigger. Oh, it's fucked up, right? But I was like, what is preventing me from breaking my walls down? I know that my inner child needs nurturing. I know the healing that I'm doing. I'm constantly doing this. But there's a block. There was an energetic block preventing me from moving forward. And I sat with myself the other day and I said, what is it? What keeps me stuck? What is stopping me from letting this love in, letting this abundance into my life? And I realized it's because I'm constantly fucking worried. You know, and it's not anxiety. I've suffered from anxiety in the past, so that's constant. That's panic, you know. Whereas this isn't me panicking or, you know, in an anxiety attack or anything. This is me just, it's like it's my ego mind. You know, it's the ego soul. This is the two boats I've always talked about. Like, do you know what I mean? You're literally, you're trying to get onto this new boat and you're being fucking, it's like your foot is stuck on a rope of the old boat. This is where it is at the moment, kind of thing. And it's like, this chatter in your head is like, every time you have a little bit of an excitement about the future, it's like, no, but don't do that. Don't do that. Don't, you know, what if this, what if this, what if this, what if this? And it was constant. It was just constant. Every time, you know, something good happened, I would immediately revert back to the negative. Pick on the negative, and not even pick on the negative, create the negative in the situation. Like a self-sabotage mechanism. This is what it was. It was like self-sabotage. And it's like my ego, my past self, my fear-based energies is literally kind of going, yeah, but what if this happens? What if this happens? Don't get excited because this could happen. And I was like, this is my block. And I fucking know this. We have the power to manifest and create the reality we desire. This is the power of manifestation, the law of attraction. We create what we think. I've done this before and I'm still instantly manifesting, but there's certain aspects of my future that I'm like afraid of because it's unknown. And I keep comparing it to my past, which is not going to fucking happen again because I've evolved. This is the thing. We keep fearing the past repeating. It can't fucking happen again. We have evolved to a higher state. We cannot actually experience what we experience. We've shifted fucking timelines. We're no longer in that fear-based energy anymore. We're no longer that person. We're no longer that version of ourselves. We cannot actually repeat those mistakes. We just can't. It's fucking impossible. So we need to start to retrain our minds again. And this is the thing. Before I started the law of attraction, before I started my awakening, I was the biggest pessimist you would ever, ever meet. You know, Murphy's Law, if it can go wrong, it will go wrong. That was my mindset. And I had to literally re-brainwash myself into positivity. And what I actually did, I described this before, for every negative thought, replace it with 3 positive thoughts. Do this every single time for 30 days, and eventually your mind will be rewired. And, you know, I've done meditations, I've done workshops to rewire my mind, to raise my vibration, all this kind of stuff. But lately, over certain aspects of my future, there's that constant fear-based energy, that constant worry, that constant what if it doesn't work out energy. And this is not how you manifest. The power, like, this is the beauty of manifestation. All you have to do with manifestation is visualize. Visualize the outcome you want, but believe it. Like, where I was failing in my manifestation, or where my blocks were, was because I was visualizing, but then not believing it was possible. And like, I believe in magic. Magic is fucking real. You know, I believe that we can have the life that we desire, but because of certain heart wounds, childhood wounds, for me personally, abandonment, rejection wounds, that feeling of unworthiness kept creeping back in. And my doubts stemmed from that. So like, it was just like, who are you to do this? Who are you to deserve this? You know, why should you have that? Stay in your little bubble. Stay where you are. You know, and this is what it was. And it came back to that undeservingness. It came back to me feeling that I didn't deserve love. I didn't deserve abundance. I didn't deserve the life of magic. And this is where the energetic blocks come in. And this is why, and then I realized every time I started to get a little bit happy, that worry would come in. And I was like, no, we get to choose. We get to choose. We get to fucking choose to concentrate on this or concentrate on that. Now, I understand with the mind, and when we're in this dark night of the soul, it's hard to come out of that ego mind. It's hard to fucking come out of that old system. But we get to choose. And this is how we rewire our brain. It's literally every time you have that fear-based thought, every time you have that worry, every time you have that negative thought, literally reprimand yourself and say, no, I'm not fucking thinking like that. I'm thinking this way. And this actually really works, you know, and, you know, I've done this before, but I was reminded of it again lately, and I was just like, now every time, and like, I've been nitpicking at stuff, right? Literally nitpicking at stuff, literally creating scenarios that don't exist, you know, fear-based scenarios, literally kind of getting something happy, you know, reading something happy, maybe a text message or something like that, and literally going, this letter looks wrong. This letter was said wrong. The tone of that letter, not the tone of the word. Like, this is how nitpicky I was. It was like, the tone of that letter looks crooked. This kind of, like, literally nitpicking. And I was just like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, literally, you're handed, like, this is like this analogy of, now I hate this analogy because I've seen this with people. Like, you're the kind of person who, in a field full of roses, only sees the thorns. And like, this is what I've been doing lately. Literally looking for thorns. There is no thorns. I've been creating thorns that aren't fucking there. This is the thing, like, we're creating these scenarios that don't exist. This is self-sabotage because we're so unfamiliar with healthy love or abundant life or, you know, happy opportunities coming in. It's just like, yeah, but, you know, it's like we fear it so much because it's so unknown. We're so familiar, so used to the pain, so used to the trauma that a part of us holds on to it. And like, you see, this is the thing, right? I keep getting my abandonment wound re-triggered again and again and again and again. And I'm like, for fuck's sake, I've been doing intense inner child healing for so long. This can't be just my feelings of unworthiness, because I do feel worthy. And I actually realized, because we fucking do this. When we're so familiar to something, it's hard to let it go. Even if that's trauma. And I know that's so fucked up. So it's like my residual feelings of unworthiness weren't really there anymore. It was the idea of them that I was holding on to. It was my fear of letting go of the known, my fear of letting go of the familiar that was keeping me stuck. So that's what I started to realize as well. It's not just, the reason I'm concentrating on these worries is because of my lack of self-worth. But I don't have that lack of self-worth anymore. But I'm holding on to it. I'm holding on to that old energy because I'm afraid of the new energy. I'm afraid to untie my foot from that fucking rope that's keeping me stuck on that old boat because it's familiar, you know? So now I'm flipping that switch, and we can do it as a flip of a switch. We can literally, our minds are so fucking powerful. They really are. We get to choose what we want for our realities. So the next time you try to nitpick something, the next time you try to sabotage something, the next time you try to see the negative in something, say, no, not today. Not today. And that's what I've been doing over the last, when I started to realize my own personal blocks, is instead of kind of going, this is wrong, or this is wrong, or this is wrong, kind of go, wait, no. Read it differently. Read it from a different perspective. See it from a different perspective. Is this actually bad? Or am I creating it to be bad so that it will actually feel good? That sounds weird. I don't feel good feeling bad, but because of my own internal attachment to my past, that familiarity, it's like you're looking for that again in this new reality. You're looking for the familiar in the old, in the new. And it's not going to be there. You know why it's not going to be there? Because it cannot be created again unless you create it. If you fear something, if you're worried about a certain outcome, you know what's going to happen? You're going to manifest that outcome. Whereas if you visualize, believe, fuck that negativity and fear out the fucking window, you can manifest things in quicker. And you know, I've been doing this lately. Like literally, I decided, I was humming and hawing about getting like a cat or a dog after one of my dogs passed away. And like literally, you know, it's because I wasn't sure whether it was going to be a cat or a dog, that my intention to the universe wasn't clear. It was fear. It was like fear of getting another pet. It was all this kind of stuff, fear coming in. And I just decided on a Sunday, I said, look, I'm getting a fucking kitten. I decided I'm getting a kitten. We're getting a kitten. That's it. Do you know, me and my other dog need a fucking kitten. So I decided on a Sunday I was getting a kitten. On the Tuesday, I bought a kitty litter tray, kitty litter and cat food as a way of manifesting, believing, before I even knew I was getting a cat, texted around a few people, and on the Thursday I got a cat. 4 days after setting a true intention to the universe, this is what I want. This is what I'm getting. 4 days later, I have my cat. There was something else there lately that I literally instantly manifested. I was like, whoa. Do you know what I mean? But I'm like, how can I instantly manifest in certain areas of my life, but then I'm delaying and blocking other areas in my life? Because of my fear-based energies, because of these blocks around my heart, because I'm afraid to let go of those old worries, because I'm afraid to let go of the past. That's what it is. And I'm deciding today, well, I decided the other day, but I have decided every time now I start to nitpick or self-sabotage, I'm going to go, no, not doing that shit. I'm manifesting the life of my dreams, and I'm going to create that in my mind, and I'm going to fucking believe it. And anytime my fucking ego mind starts to come in and say, but what about this? But what about it? I'm going to tell her to fuck off. Fuck right off. Because this is what we have to do. This is the lesson we need to learn. Stop fucking concentrating on your fears and your worries and start to concentrate on what you want in your life, your dreams, your goals, your aspirations. This is it. Flip that switch. If you feel a negative thought come in, say fucking no, you're not allowed. Flip every negative for a positive. Flip every worry for hope. This is what we need to change. And I like the last few days have been a lot better for me because I've been doing this. And like literally now I'm not nitpicking on little things because I'm like, hold on now. The outcome I want is inevitable. The desires I want are going to happen whether I like them or not because it's a part of my destiny. This is going to happen. Well, of course I want them to happen. But like, you know, my fear-based energy is afraid of it. But literally, this is my life purpose. This is my destined relationship. This is my destined job. This is my destined life. I can delay it with these blocks, yes, but I actually can't stop it. So let's start believing in that magic and start literally, the way I was doing it the other day is literally close my eyes and hope for the best. Have blind faith. That's what I decided to do over my worries. I said, fuck this shit. Like, I'm just going to close my eyes and hope for the best. You know, and literally, that's, like, fuck it. Have blind faith. Believe in that magic. Just fucking believe. Be like a child in that wonder and awe. Feel your future as if it's already yours. And every time that worry comes in, say, fucking no. This is my manifestation. This is my intention to the universe. This is what I want. So stop putting your attention on your worries and start putting your attention on your hopes and your dreams. Because the outcome is inevitable. This is your destiny. And it's your own mindset, your own self-limiting beliefs. That's what's blocking you from breaking down those walls around your heart. This is what it is. That's why the walls keep going back up. Is because we create that worry. We're creating that scenario. We're creating that. We're choosing. And that's it. Like, because I was like, I'm doing this intense healing continuously, but my walls keep going back up because of my way of seeing things. I'm literally finding the negative, creating the negative in a happy situation. I'm not going to worry anymore because the past cannot repeat. Your future with this best version of yourself is not going to be like the past. It can't go wrong. But my beliefs, my thoughts, my fears are creating a negative outcome. And yes, we will manifest that if we continue to fear. So change your fears for hopes. Start visualizing. And all you have to do is daydream. That's all. Daydream and believe. When we daydream and then we don't believe, kind of delays things. But we daydream and we believe. Believe that it's already yours. Feel it like it's already yours. And don't be fearing. Like, instead of saying, oh, but what if it doesn't work out? But what if this goes wrong? Fuck that shit. Fuck that. No. Just believe, feel. Just, as I said, have blind faith. That's all we have to do. Be childlike. Be in that magical energy. Believe in that magic. Do you know? Live as if, what's that the quote? Live as if everything is rigged in your favour, because it fucking is. And the only thing that stops it from being rigged in our favour is this fucking shit. This negative shit. So start to believe, visualise, daydream, act as if it's already yours. And if that negative energy comes in, say, no, not today. Only positive. Do not self-sabotage the best thing that is potentially happening in your life by concentrating on those fears and those negativities. Believe. Have blind faith. Close your eyes and hope for the fucking best. Because your destiny, your destined relationship, your destined purpose is going to be yours, no matter what. You just need to get out of your own way. And those walls will come down when you start to believe in that magic again. So thank you so much for listening, and I really hope this resonates. If it does, please like and share, and please subscribe to my channel so I can reach as many people as possible. And if you'd like help in your journey, please book me for a discovery call today, and I would love nothing more than to help you on your path.